I'm Braden with Mizu Pool Covers. We're starting a new series. This is episode 1 called Covered, where we find an influential person, we cover their pool, and we cover them. So we're here with Chuck Wicks, country singer, performer, husband, father, radio personality, just overall
entrepreneur,
entrepreneur,
businessman, winemaker,
dog
lover.
What don't you do? Donkey owner?
Didn't know where you were going with that, but I'm so glad you said donkey. Donkey owner. That's good. Thank you.
We want to do a quick covered on you. How did you start your career as a country singer, performer?
That's a great question. I never wanted to get into country music, but I got my start in college. I played college baseball down in Florida, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get drafted. I'm going to pick up a guitar. So I picked up a guitar, started writing. I'm like, I love doing this. I've always loved country music. I just never knew anything about record deals or Nashville. And then someone heard me sing, long story short, and was like, hey, you need to go to Nashville. So I started looking into it. Next thing you know, flying back and forth my junior, senior year of college, and ended up getting a record deal with RCA Records and kind of just went from there.
Who inspired you early on when you're in your process?
I never had like heroes. I always looked up to my parents. We're farmers, so I always looked up to my mom and dad because they were just such great people, hard workers. They still are. My dad is kind of getting lazy though. I'm going to talk to him after this interview. But I just always looked up to them. So those were my people, and they always pushed me to be better. So I still to this day always call them trying to make them proud. So my mom and dad. I know it sounds kind of cliche or I don't know.
Great answer.
That or Michael Jordan. I don't, you know.
Can you talk about any upcoming plans you have for your career or personally?
Yeah, so love being a dad right now. My son Tucker is about to be 3. That's another amazing reason why we have this pool cover is that, I mean, you just never know. You know, he's wild and crazy right now. He knows how to open doors, even if we lock them. So this pool cover has been just a saint, where we can, if we need to get a babysitter or, you know, the in-laws or my parents or just anybody's watching Tucker, if we go on a date night, we just don't. Having this pool cover it relieves all that stress. But outside of being a dad, my wife and I have our own wine called Melorosa. And, you know, we're extremely busy with that. We just started getting into restaurant stores, around the country, and that's been a labor of love. Like, we didn't really know what we were getting into, but through, you know, going to Napa a bunch and really the wine tasting is the best part of everything. But through doing this process, we just fell in love with being wine owners and that whole deal. So now we're trying to take a next level, and it's starting to happen. So melorosa.com if you want to check it out.
Melorosa.com.
Thank you.
Best wine out there.
He doesn't drink though, so.
I don't drink, but I hear it's the best wine out there.
Yeah, I tried to get him to take a sip. I'll wait till he falls asleep.
What made you want an American flag for your pool cover?
My family, we are patriots through and through. I mean, we love our country. We love living in this country, especially, and to go back on the wine, Melorosa wine. So my wife is Cuban. My mother-in-law is very Cuban. And, you know, my mother-in-law defected from Cuba back in the 60s under Castro regime. And I really got to learn how special this country is from her because they just wanted to get out of that setting. I mean, there's no freedoms over there. And they were on the very last plane out of Cuba, landed in Miami. And when they landed in Miami, they were all celebrating this plane full of Cubans. And that's how our wine, you know, came to be. Is that so? Mello is my mother-in-law's maiden name, and Rosa is my wife's grandmother's name. So Melorosa. And we say, you know, when you drink Melorosa, make a toast to freedom. So that's just another reason why to have an American flag on our pool. Plus, it matches the house, which is kind of cool.
It really does.
Thank you. I'm taking credit for that, actually. I told my wife, I said, you're going to love it. She's on her way home right now. She's going to love it. Yeah, I think I may wake up every morning and just do the Pledge of Allegiance out here.
What are some benefits other than safety that you've noticed with the pool cover?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed that we have a lot of trees around us. So high winds, we can have a little forest in our pool if we don't cover this bad boy. So, and rain, I mean, if we have a big rain, especially in the summertime, it doesn't take much for our pool to turn green. So we just cover it up. It protects all those things. So, and keeping it regulated, the temperature. So it's fun. I stalked you guys online. You know that, right?
Oh, really?
That's how this came to be.
Good.
Because I saw these, I'm like, wait a minute. You can drive a four-wheeler on this cover? Because I'm like, my son's like 25 pounds, so clearly it's going to hold him. So that made me reach out to you guys. I slid into your DM, and you guys responded pretty quickly. But it's been amazing. You guys have been like a pleasure to work with. So cool, laid back. You just get it. I feel like you guys are just good Americans, man.
Your show.
Yes.
Tell us about your show.
Shiners. ShinersNashville.com if you want to look it up. So Shiners is a Cirque meets adult comedy show. Never been done before in Nashville. Never been done before really. Well, it's been done in Vegas. So we're a true Vegas style residency show. So we fly people. All the talent is from Cirque du Soleil world. I got them from Vegas. They moved here. And it's called Shiners because we're a family of moonshiners. So we get crazy, we get weird, we get eclectic, but we have a message in there, and it's just a fun vibe. So it's downtown Nashville. We've been going for about a year. And I'm in the show. We have a 2-time Tony Award nominee, Broadway star in the show. And then the rest of the people are all like world-renowned Cirque talent. So it's every Thursday, Friday, Saturday we have shows.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 times a week.
In Nashville.
We need to go.
Book your tickets, ShinersNashville.com.
That's it. Episode 1 covered with Chuck Wicks. It's been a pleasure. It's been amazing. We're happy to...
it can only go up from here.
Yeah, happy to have you covered.
I'm same.
Thank you.
Thank you.